Alright, what's up everybody? I can't believe it guys, but we have made it to the final 4 episodes of the Entertainment District arc for Demon Slayer. What a ride it has been, although I gotta say that once again I'm kind of going in with really high expectations here because it seems like this whole arc in general has felt so much like it's been sort of building up and getting better and better and better as we progress through it, right? And I've been hearing in general a lot of people say that like the final episodes are going to be absolutely incredible, so I can't wait for that. The episode is called Gathering, which I'm not really sure what it's gonna refer to, I guess. I mean, we know that Tengen Uzui is about to start fighting this new guy, Gyutaro, right? Super interesting, of course, the whole dynamic, the fact that it turned out that Daki had this brother literally inside of her, just like randomly coming out now. And yeah, I think it was also made clear to me over on Patreon, shout out to Spud, who said that it wasn't really made clear in this episode, and according to him, it's not really gonna be made clear until I guess it happens, because I assume they will die at some point, but essentially they can't die until both of them are killed. Like, as long as one of the two lives, they'll just be able to sort of like revitalize, or I don't know what to call it, but revive, I guess, the other one, right? And they'll just be yeah, growing back their limbs or whatever. So super interesting, and it just means like, yeah, it's gonna be a well, for now a 1v2 situation, but again, I have no doubt that, like, especially with this episode being called Gathering, that it's not just gonna be Tengen Uzui fighting this this new demon, but that Tanjiro and the other ones, even I assume Nezuko and Inosuke and stuff, are gonna be joining him along as well. The three wives is something that I'm actually kind of waiting for. Like, I want to see their fighting skills, because we haven't really gotten a good look at that yet. So I don't know, man. I feel like it's kind of going to be a yeah, with this episode being called Gathering, I would hope that that's what it is referring to, and I do just expect in general that these last episodes are going to sort of be a party of you know, like a real party of fighting, I guess, right? But like all the characters just like reassembling and coming back together, and yeah, going all in on these two, you know, these two enemies that we're dealing with right now. It's so interesting though, because at the same time, of course, I am still thinking about Akaza, and I am still thinking about, of course, Muzan, but I don't know if they'll still come back into the picture, because they, of course, did get teased there at the very beginning of the arc, and we haven't, I think, seen them in a long time. I gotta say, it's a little bit weird for me now too, because this is probably the longest break that I've ever taken myself from watching more of Demon Slayer, you know, because of some like basically, you know, just scheduling conflicts, and like I was very busy with a bunch of the content that I've been doing, that I had to kind of take a break for a few weeks here. But I'm back now, and I'm, you know, looking to essentially finish this now within a relatively short time span. So I'm just looking forward to it, guys, and I really want to dive in. Of course, do let me quickly point out that if you enjoy my reactions here, you can actually already finish the entire Entertainment District arc of Demon Slayer with me over on my Patreon, which is linked on top of the description. Over there, again, all episodes will be up that are out so far. Full-length reactions, of course, if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. It's very much appreciated, and of course allows me to make these videos in the first place. So thank you for that. And then for now, let's dive into episode 8 of the Entertainment District arc for Demon Slayer called Gathering. Here we go. Puts her back in a box. I love how he still has the blood under his eyes from going absolutely insane. I still wonder what that was about, man. Again, he wasn't the only one who transformed. Well, what I meant is that the demon wasn't the only one who really transformed, it seemed. To me. Because all these guys were hitting their phase 2s. Yeah, and of course, guys, do let me quickly point out that as we're now approaching the end of Season 2, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you hadn't done so already. Because of course I'm going to be reacting to Season 3 as well, whenever it's coming, and you'll want to make sure that you're here for it, because otherwise you might very well be missing out. So I would very much appreciate it. Still jealous. I don't know, I think we're all kind of jealous of the three wives though. All that Tengen is waiting for is for him to call him flashy.
俺に才能なんてもんがあるように見えるか。俺程度でそう見えるなら、てめえの
Why is he downplaying himself?
俺が選ばれてる。
What, did he have to struggle to get there, or?
俺の手のひらから今までどれだけの命がこぼれたと思ってんだ。そう。俺は煉獄のようにはできねえ。
It's nice that even he says that he could not essentially replace Rengoku. Honestly, I find it a real accomplishment that after losing Rengoku, Tengen Uzui, like, again, he can't replace him, but he's just, I don't know, I've warmed up to him enough already that he's almost on the same level already, which is crazy to me, because I never thought I'd be liking any of them as much. Oh wow. Damn, he also had multiple ones.
あんな人間になりたくない。
辛いね、天元。君の選んだ道は、君たちはそれでも前を向き、戦ってくれるんだね。ありがとう。君は素晴らしい子だ。
俺の方こそ感謝したい。親方様、あなたには。 命はかけて当然。すべてのことはできて当然。
I didn't expect to be diving into his family backstory as well now. And of course his relationship with the master guy. Wasn't udon the exact same thing that Rengoku liked? Well, actually, was that the thing that Tanjiro ordered? Yeah, that's what it was, I think. At the end of season 1. What the hell are these things? Yeah, explosive. Oh my god. Oh shit. Wow. Just a scratch. Yeah, that definitely increases your range, holy shit. Here we go. Yours truly. His minion. Yeah, the sleeping guy. I mean, I do wonder if they'll really be able to add to the fight, but I would assume so. Yep, and there goes Tanjiro. That's definitely a good enough gathering so far. Although I still wonder if the wives will come into play too. Yeah, people just fleeing. Ah, they're helping them get out. Okay, so maybe that's just gonna be their role. Just the way he likes it, yep. Hmm. I completely forgot that Tanjiro wasn't here to see it.
恐れいやそれでも俺は俺たち
I mean, yeah, this is the most powerful one that he's
俺たち
had to fight so far.
うるせえ人間様をなめんじゃねえこいつらは3人とも優秀な俺の継ぐ子だ逃げねえ根性がある手足がちぎれても食らいつくぜそしててめえらの倒し方はすでに俺が完歩した
Okay, how? By beheading them both? Okay, there we go. It was pointed out in the episode.
そうじゃなけりゃそれぞれに能力を分散させて弱い妹を取り込まねえ理由がねえはっはちょろいぜお前らなるほどな簡単だぜ俺たちが勝ったも同然だな
You gotta love the confidence, man.
鬼狩りたちは死んでったからな。
そうよ夜が明けるまで生きてたやつはいないわ長い夜はいつも
Wait. Is Zenitsu getting ready here or what?
どいつもこいつも死になさい
Oh shit, he's about to come right in the middle of it. Holy fuck. Dude, the sound alone, my god. That was so loud. Sleepyhead.
俺は君に言いたいことがある
Okay, sleep talks too.
怪我をさせた子に謝れ
は
たとえ君が稼いだ金で衣食住を与えていたのだとしてもあの子たちは君の所有物じゃない
Demanding the apology.
何をしても許されるわけじゃない
つまらない説教を垂れるんじゃないわよお前みたいなブサイクが私と対等に口を聞けると思ってるの
Still calling them ugly.
この町じゃ女は商品なのよ物と同じ売ったり買ったり壊されたり
自分がされて嫌だったことは人にしちゃいけない
違うなそれは人にされて嫌だったこと苦しかったことを人にやって返して取り立てる自分が不幸だった分は幸せなやつから取り立てる
What is this double voice right now? Is the brother saying it too or something? Or what is happening?
俺たちの生き方だからなお前らも同じように
I guess so. So they can like communicate as well from a distance and say the same things?
すごい殺気だあいつが動いた瞬間に刀を振れほんの少しでも動いたらその瞬間に
Jesus.
刀を振れ避けろ避けろのけぞれのけ
Dude, the slow motion. Oh, I love it. What the fuck is even happening, man? Yeah, why are they striking from up there? Is she doing that from up there? The visual spectacle is just insane. Dude, I'm like legitimately struggling to keep track of what is going on. Like all the swords just whirling around.
力の流れを見誤らず正しく受け流せ防御力なら柔軟な水の呼吸が上なんだ受け流すだけだったら
Nice. Okay, so he does still go back to his water breathing too. I really was wondering if he was going to trade that in, basically, for the sun breathing eventually. But I'm like, why not use both? The warm woman. Dude, the animation in this is absolutely incredible. Look at these shots, man. I've never seen this yet in any anime. It literally looks insane. Damn. Oh. Is she walking up to them? Okay, some kind of ranged weapon. Kunai? Like dots, so I don't know what to call these. Yo. Yeah, literally. Okay, got his legs off. Oh, okay. It won't allow him to regenerate? Damn. That was a very action-heavy episode, holy shit. I didn't catch on to it fully because I was honestly a little too caught up in whatever commentary I was giving at the time, but the fascinating part there in the very beginning of this episode was that bit of backstory that we got to Tengen Uzui, right? Which I really hope we will still find more out about him, you know, because I thought it was so interesting. Like, he literally mentioned how he used to have, I think it was, in total they were with like 9 siblings or something, and 7 of them actually died, right? By the time, I think he said he was 15 or some, you know, young age. And then all that he had left there was his brother, essentially, who had become completely like his father. Yeah, and, you know, like, what did he say? That his brother also had, like, multiple wives, and he just kind of, like, didn't treat them with much respect, I guess, and just saw them as, like, a way to to get kids and, you know, have those heirs, essentially, yeah, train them just like him. And, you know, Tengen Uzui was very much... That's the thing, I mean, that's a little bit that we did see about him already, right? That a little scene that they dived into a couple episodes ago where he told those wives that, like, they should always put their own self-interests first and they should think about themselves first before they even think about him. So, I don't know, man, I could really appreciate that. I really enjoyed that part. It's, like, it's cool. It's just, like, I don't know, it's... Again, it's not super deep or anything like that, and I wonder if they will, again, like, go into, or make more of a point with it, I wonder. Like, I also, in all honesty, it's interesting to see just the parallels between Tengen Uzui, in a way, and even Rengoku, who was even, like, pictured in one of the scenes, and we're seeing him sort of stand behind him there and stuff, right? Where, like, it's so nice to see him say that he could never be Rengoku, for example, which I completely agree with, but I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that, like... What we already see is that many of these Hashira, Rengoku and now Tengen Uzui, they're just kind of their own people, and they all possess different qualities. Like, I mentioned it during the reaction, but I think the biggest strength about Tengen Uzui to me is how I sort of already warmed up to him in the same way that I did to Rengoku. And I wasn't expecting that because, you know... I thought that, like, Rengoku being the first Hashira that we really got to know, and then actually, like, you know, we really, like I said, we started appreciating him so much, right? I think that counts for everybody, but especially definitely for me, that by the time he died, I'm like, damn, nobody will ever be able to replace him. And by that, I don't necessarily even mean replace, but, like, there's never going to be another Hashira that I'm going to like as much. And, because I'm just always going to be thinking of Rengoku. But I will say about Tengen Uzui that, like, I'm there already, kind of, you know what I mean? And, like, I will still, obviously, I still like Rengoku just as much, and I look at them kind of as equals, you know? Yeah, neither of them have taken over as, like, my favorite, but I just find it so telling about the show that both of them stand now on almost an equal foot already, and I hadn't expected to get that sense out of Tengen Uzui, because in the beginning, you know, he was just joking around a little bit too much and using the word flash a little bit too much for me to just go like, okay, you know, it's funny, but again, I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily like this guy, but yeah, I sure did end up doing so. And Man, you know, other than that, this episode was just super action-packed, so there's not a whole lot more to dive into, I guess. In general, though, I will say, you know, the effects were crazy. The animation, you know, just the way that they visualize some of these things, like, again, the swords that are just whirling around, the colors, obviously, right? And the music is great. It was very much a gathering, of course, with all of them sort of like joining up together here, and now essentially being split off into 2 fights. So Daki fighting Inosuke and Zenitsu, and Gyutaro fighting Tengen Uzui and Tanjiro. Yeah, and then one of the wives, of course, came back in with the dots, which seem to be affecting you know, Gyutaro. So that's a good thing. He can't regenerate those things, you know, those limbs back at the moment, at least. So I assume that's a good thing, and it might actually help in taking him down. But who knows, guys? We have 3 more episodes to go, and I'm very excited to see where it will go. So for now, I hope that you all enjoyed my reaction here to this new episode of Demon Slayer. Of course, over on my Patreon, you can already finish the ride with me. All the remaining 3 episodes will be up over on my Patreon right now for you to check out. That is linked on top of the description, of course, as always, along with full-length reactions if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. But then with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.